3-0 Eastern Oregon as we head to the second quarter. The ball right at midfield as the Saints will now move right to left. The ball on the far right hash mark is the red hat. Makes its way off the field, and the ball is whistled live. Dawson in motion left to right. Second down and 2. Handoff Ryan Arnson, turns it upfield, and he'll be shy of the first down marker. He gets about a yard and a half, so it'll be third and very short coming up.
Yeah, just a little zone look, but again, crossing the face of one of those offensive linemen and holding up Ryan so he can't get in an alley and use his speed there.
So third and a short one coming up for the Saints. Carroll 2 for 5 on third down.
Look for a big package. We have it there, unbalanced up top.
Kaloya up under or behind center. Connor McGree. Now Dawson in motion. Handoff to Ali, and he's not going to get it. He's going to lose a half a yard back to near the 50. And once again, Carroll's issue of not being able to get third and short comes back to bite him, and it'll be fourth down. It looks like they're going to send on the punt unit. And Matt Kvek on now. We haven't seen him in a few weeks. Talked to or heard from someone very close to him that they didn't really want to see him on the field today. But he is out there, and that's good to see after being banged up a couple of weeks ago. He was booming the punts in pregame. Gets this one off. Pretty good spiral. It'll be taken by Ritchie back at the 14. Avoids Madsen, and then doesn't avoid Madsen the second time because Chase Bowen was there to haul him in. And it'll be a good another good punt coverage by the Saints, but Eastern Oregon with their worst field position of the day back at their own 17-yard line.
Yeah, a little bit of hang time on that one to allow the coverage to get there and pin Eastern inside their 20 for the first time.
This has been one odd year because we've seen a plethora of quarterbacks. You know, we've seen 5 really with 3 true quarterbacks and then Arnson and Dawson in the Wildcat. We've seen a couple of different punters this year. First and 10. Actually, we've seen 3 punts.
Right.
3 different punters this year. They'll try a reverse, and it'll be Brendan Kelly. Good block on David Peterson. Frees Kelly still on his feet across the 30. Outside the numbers at the 35 before Melton brings him down. But an 18-yard gain, and it'll be first and 10 Eastern Oregon.
Yeah, reverse, getting the ball to one of their best athletes, and a couple defenders out there, but not enough to avoid the blocks. And Kelly gets in the alley for the big gain on first down, get him out of there, end of the end zone.
Up to the 34. Trips now is 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And the handoff to Victor Diaz as Melton comes up along with Parker Bernhardt to make the stop after a gain of a couple.
Yeah, good job by the secondary. Talked about it in pregame, their ability to run support, and Barnhart unblocked. He flies up to help the front 7 hold Diaz to a short gain.
Rocky leading Tech 7-0, end of 1 in Billings. 14-0 lead for the College of Idaho at Northern. Handoff to Diaz, hit at the line of scrimmage, and Bo Meyer drags him down. Gain of 0, and it'll be 3rd and 7.
Yeah, a little read zone inside, and again, I think Quinn wanted to pull that ball and run himself. It's bobbled in there a little bit, but Diaz keeps his hands around it and held to a short gain.
Trips to the right. Receiver to the left. On 3rd and 7. 12 minutes to play, first half. 3-0 Eastern Oregon in the lead. Quinn back to pass. 3-man pressure. He'll air it out the far sideline and knocked away by Drew Melton at the last minute. Melton with 17 pass breakups this year now and forces a punt for the Mountaineers.
And just great knowledge of where you're at. The last minute turns his head, sees the ball, and without the deflection, it goes into Kelly's hands, and that's a matchup that's been talked about, and great challenge there, and Drew took advantage of that challenge and knocked it away. Another 3 and out for this defense.
Harden with the punt. Bollier
That's return.
Back to his 17. He heads to the near sideline, running backwards, and he's going to be swarmed under back at the 15-yard line. So what looked to be good field position potentially for the Saints turns into they're deep in their own territory, trailing 3-0, and we have a timeout on the field. 11:36 to play here. First half in Helena on the Bud Light scoreboard. 3-0 Eastern Oregon in the lead. Back in a minute. This is Carroll College Football on Sports 94.9.
Black Friday is now. There's no need to wait until Black Friday to get incredible savings on your favorite Toyota model. You can get them now. Big cash back savings, like $3,000 on Tundra Crew Max or RAV4. Low payment leases on 4Runners, Tacomas, Camrys, and more. We even have APR financing as low as 0% on 9 different Toyota models. All backed with Toyota Care, and most are equipped with Toyota Safety Sense, Toyota's complete suite of safety features. The Toyota Black Friday sales event is on now. Shop early as many special savings are on 2018 models, and when they're gone, so are the deals. For full details, see Toyota of Helena. Toyota, let's go places. All financing and approved credit through Toyota Financial Services. Dealer doc fees vary by dealer. For more details, call 1-888-21-TOYOTA. Offers end December 3rd, 2018.
Jason Walker, Tim Norbeck back inside Century 21 Heritage Field for the press box. 3-0 Carroll trails, but they have the ball first and 10 at their own 16. 11:35 to play in the half. Kaloy hit from behind. That ball popped out, and J.D. Lyle covers it up back inside the 15. It looked like maybe they're going to argue that the arm was going forward, but it popped loose before Colby's arm started moving in the positive direction. So it's a loss back to the 13.
Yeah, and that's a three-man defensive rush, and then they bring the linebacker, Chris Kendall, so it's only a four-man rush, and they're still able to get pressure. It's a little bit delayed, and so again, assignment football up front for this offensive line is going to be key in picking up these unorthodox stunts.
Second down and 13. Hand off to Ryan Arnson, and he is hit and dropped. He maybe gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, 97 is there as well on the Tyler Udick to keep from cutting back, and that's the key to the flex defense. They try to keep you, guessing where they're going to be, whether it's the linebackers on stunts or the outside action on the tackles against run, and your assignment is key in trying to get a block with each of them.
4 wide receivers now on 3rd and 11. 10-13 to play here in the half. 3-0 Eastern Oregon. Kaloy back to pass, rolls to his left, throws back across the field to the right to Sipes, and he is tackled immediately by, well, they said it. That's not Kai.
6. No, that's another 6 that's not on our roster.
5 maybe?
Yeah, and that's the second time in
Haziel Ledesma.
And second time on 3rd and long that they've done. They rushed 2 linemen, and then they spied the quarterback, and so you've got 8 guys in coverage in the zone and not able to throw the ball downfield.
Kvek on to punt again. Well, both teams have punted a lot. That one's blocked! Blocked into the end zone, and a great job by Alex Thomas. It'll be a safety, but good job by Thomas just to knock it through the back of the end zone.
Oh, it's going to be illegal batting.
The flag comes in the end zone. It's a safety nonetheless. Illegal batting is the call, but Thomas did the wise thing just to take the penalty, bat it out of bounds. Otherwise, Eastern Oregon had a chance for a touchdown, and it's 5-0 now. But that one got blocked, and I didn't see who came flying in, but again, there was nobody blocking him.
And he's from the outside on the left there, untouched, like you said, Jason, and an easy block, and fortunate for Carroll that Thomas does bat it out for 2 instead of 6. But again, can give the ball right back to Eastern Oregon on offense.
So 9:25 to play in the half on the Bud Light scoreboard. It's 5-0 Mountaineers. Back in a minute. This is Carroll College Football on Sports 94.9.
I recommend my Tempur-Pedic to everybody.
The most highly recommended bed in America just got better. Introducing the reinvented Tempur-Pedic. Designed with the most pressure-relieving material we've ever created, it adapts and responds to your body's unique needs for your most rejuvenating sleep.
Save up to $1,100 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable sets today. Plus, when you buy from your locally owned Mattress Firm, you'll get 5 years of interest-free financing, red carpet delivery, and a Sleep Happy guarantee. Hurry into Mattress Firm today for our fall savings event.
When trains were the go-to mode of transportation, people demanded a clean atmosphere, a friendly crew, and a comfortable stay. The Money Train is on track with their staff to keep that same old-fashioned friendly attitude to greet you each time you walk into their casino. So grab a drink and watch the game and join the iRewards to win extra cash. Then enjoy the early bird and night owl rewards, drawings every 30 minutes, happy hour, and the best new and classic games across from Murdoch's. All aboard the Money Train. The Money Train Casino.
.9:25 to play in the first half. 5-0 Eastern Oregon leads after the blocked punt that was knocked out of the back of the end zone by Alex Thomas. The Saints will have to kick it away from the 20. And it'll be Josh Kraft. You know, years ago, you used to have to free kick this.
Punt or drop kick.
Yeah, you weren't allowed to tee it up.
The drop kick's back. I saw a Division III school using it.
Well, Drew Brees did it a couple of years ago. It was Doug Flutie drop kicked a couple extra points back in the day for when he was at Buffalo. So Kraft will kick it off, and it'll be taken by Zenke at the 18. Takes a long time for Carroll to get down the field, and finally across the 35. The tackle is going to be made by Tyler Matusi. But Eastern Oregon leading 5-0 heads back out on offense.
And it's not bad coverage when you're kicking from your 20 and you hold them to the 36, 37. But again, the defense has got to come up with another stop. They've done it a number of times here early, and to only have a 5-0 deficit with the number of times Eastern's had the ball on offense, it says a lot about this Carroll defense.
Well, the teams have combined for 9 punts through the first 15, 16, or 20 plus minutes of play. 5-0 Mountaineers. Hey, the sun's peeking through.
All right.
How about that? 3 receivers to the right. They'll hand it off to Quincy Beatties, and he'll get up to the 40 and the 41 and gain a 4.
Yeah, again, just trying to keep Carroll honest, trying to run the ball, but haven't had any success on any of the read zone. Look for Quinn to pull it here one of these times and see if he can get yardage using his legs.
7-3 Rocky leading Tech. 2nd and 6 here for Quinn. Ball batted up in the air and knocked down, and Bo Meyer does it again.
Yeah, great job by Bo. Again, just not able to get to the quarterback, but reads his eyes, and the veteran that he is, he knocks down another one to prevent the pass being thrown, and another 3rd down for Eastern Oregon.
So 8:46 to go. Eastern Oregon 0 for 5 on 3rd down so far. First half, 5-0 the Mountaineers lead. Trips to the right, ball in the far left hash mark. Quinn, back to pass. Saints bring 4. Quinn's got running room. He's going to have to take off, and he's going to have the first down. Bowen comes in with the stop, along I think with Meyer, but it's enough for a first down at the 48.
Yeah, good read by Kai Quinn there. Everybody's covered, and so he just takes off upfield and gets the first down by a yard.
8:25 to play in the quarter. Saints trail 5-0 here, 2nd quarter at Nelson Stadium. 1st and 10, Eastern Oregon at its own 48, and Quinn takes the handoff to Diaz. Quinn rolls out, throws, pass complete to Hancock. And tell you what, Nate McGree was right there. We got all sorts of whistles. And they rule it incomplete. Looked like Hancock hauled it in, but it'll be 2nd down and 10.
You can't get a tighter coverage than Nate McGree, and the ball's threaded in there, but it hit the officials determines it hits the ground first. So
2nd and 10, 8:02 to play in the half. 5-0 Eastern Oregon. Mountaineers with 109 yards of offense. The Saints with 86. and they have combined for nearly 300 yards punting. A couple of wide receivers to the right as Diaz takes the handoff, gets across the 50 up to the Saints 47.5, and second down and about 6 coming up.
Yeah, good job on the outside zone there. Craig Kine, he comes up and trips up Diaz for the gain of 4 or 5. And again, third down. They got their first conversion last time, so see if the Saints defense can hold them again.
Eastern Oregon has forced, or College of Idaho is playing at Northern. They have forced 3 turnovers and scored 28 points in the last 6 minutes. And they lead 35-0 with 10.5 to go in the first half. Quinn, time, batted down at the line of scrimmage. Reese Quady bends over at the hips. He thought he might have had a pick, but it's another punt coming up for the Mountaineers.
And a good job because Reese is playing spy technique on Kai Quinn in case he does take the ball down and try to run, and he throws it and right between the 2 4s.
So another punt coming up for Nate Harden. 7:20 to play in the half. 5-0 Mountaineers. Gets the punt off. Bollier backs up to his 1. Steps into the end zone and now heads upfield and gets to the 10, still on his feet, and gets back to the 13. That was a dangerous play by Ryan Bollier, but we've become accustomed to it over the last 2 seasons now, the transfer from Vegas.
Yeah, Ryan not sure where he's at on the field. Usually you stand at the 10, and if it goes over, you let it go and take your chances on it being down or into the end zone. But a good catch by him and to get a few positive yards.
I talked to him before the game as they were walking down from Mass into the PE center, and it was snowing at the time, little flurries, and I said, it doesn't snow a lot in Vegas. He goes, no, 2008 the last time I saw this. At home anyway. Tight formation for Killoy on 1st and 10 at the 12 with 7:08 to go. Trailing 5-0 here in the first half. Handoff, Ali. Gets across the 15 to the 16-yard line, so a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, and again, that flex linebacker, Tao, he just reading what's going on, and they're bouncing in and out, and hard to get a hat on them at second level in the zone look against that flex defense.
Is it Buddy Ryan that started the flex?
I can't remember if it was if it was Buddy or not. You might be right.
2nd down and 6, 6:35 to go. First half, Saints down 5-0. Killoy back to pass, flushed, now throws across the middle of the field, and it's incomplete. And again, that one was behind Joe Ferris. And that's the 3rd one that's been behind the intended receiver today.
Yeah, and just the timing is not there. He recognizes Ferris late, cutting across, plenty of time to throw the football, and just not able to make the connection and get the first down. Now, if you'd asked me about the triangle offense, we'd all know that one, but the flex defense, I'm not sure. So,
Tex Winter.
Yeah, there you go. He just passed away, I believe.
A month or so, right. A couple months ago. 3rd down and 6 for the Saints at their own 16 with 6:28 to play in the second quarter. Trailing 5-0. Killoy back to pass. Again has time. This one's complete to Sipes at the 30. Sipes brought down at the 33, but a first down for Carroll as the tackle made by Justin Hughes.
And a good job picking up the linebacker stunt that time by the offensive line. Plenty of time, and Sipes just on the deep dig, and he just comes across, gets into the open zone, and Killoy hooks up that time, leading him on the pass, and a big gain and a big first down.
1st and 10. You know, it's interesting because Killoy a couple weeks ago missed on some passes early, and we saw Bledsoe play against Northern, but Bledsoe's injured. He won't play today, so it's going to be all Killoy. They fake the handoff. They roll Killoy out to the right. He's going to have to throw it away over the head of Troy Arnson out of bounds. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, a little designed boot there off of the zone, and that's a smart play by Colby. I mean, even if he does throw it to Troy Arnston there, it's going to be short gain or loss of him. So take no chances, throw it out of bounds, and see what can happen on 2nd down.
5:53 to play first half. Saints trail on the Bud Light scoreboard 5-0. Capital Volleyball hitting the air real soon on the FM. In fact, right now over on the FM KCAP at 95.9 FM as the Bruins go for the state championship, taking on the Bozeman Hawks as Ryan Arnson takes the handoff up to across the 35 to the 40 and hit down by Hughes at the 41-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Yeah, and good job by Ryan of able to get through there into the second level. The flex defense, they stunt out of it, and that's why you see that gap away from it. They stun it away, and offensive line able to pick up the blockers or the defenders there and get 7-yard gain for Arnston.
Dawson I formation as tailback. Kaloy behind Connor McGree, the center, and Kyle Harrington in the block. So the Saints trying to pick up a 3rd and short, and Dawson is not going to get it. He'll get 2. He needed 3, and it'll be 4th and 1.
Yeah, they just went big there and trying to use the size on this flex defense. But again, they just fly around, and you're not able to get a block on each of those defenders, not knowing where they're going to be, and Dawson's not able to get to the down marker.
So Isaiah Ritchie back deep as Quebec on to punt, had his last one blocked for a safety. Awaits the snap. Good snap. And it's a shank out of bounds. It goes out at the 39. But it looked, man, I tell you what, there was a big dude coming right at Quebec, and that was Sage DeLong, 255-pounder out of Vail, Oregon. And he got close to getting a paw on it, and they're going to mark it at the 45 for Eastern Oregon with 4:29 to go. Saints football brought to you in part by Capital Collision Center. Montana State law says it's your vehicle, it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center. Placer Motors, your Helena Subaru dealer, is Placer Motors, family owned for over 75 years. Furniture Showroom, why pay more? Every day is a great day to buy new home furnishings at Furniture Showroom. And Money Train Casino, 5-0. Jason Walker, Tim Norbeck inside the Century 21 Heritage Realty press box. Mountaineers lead, 4:29 to play, first half. And a 1st and 10 at their own 45 as Moore takes the handoff, gets to the 50 before he's run out of bounds by Parker Bernhardt.
Yeah, defensively, Carroll stemmed away from the zone look there, and we're outmanned a little bit. And good call by Eastern on the zone to the left, and Moore able to get to the sideline for 5 yards.
Tech trails Rocky 14-10. Northern has 4 turnovers in the first half, trails 35-0 to College of Idaho. Quinn rolls out to his right, throws middle of the field, and it's caught. The big tight end, Gabe Giacchi, 230-pound redshirt senior, his 13th catch of the year, and it's enough for a Mountaineer first down.
Yeah, and in a tight window there between Nate McGree and Craig Kine, and the big tight end keeps his concentration and makes the catch.
1st and 10 at the Saints 35 after the gain of 15 with 3:40 to play in the half. 5-0 Eastern Oregon. Handoff Moore. And tackled just shy by David Peterson of the 30-yard line at the 31.
Yeah, not a whole lot there. Good job by Peterson coming down the line of scrimmage, and just outside on the read there and short yardage.
Jed Fike scored on a 64-yarder to pull Tech to within 14-10 at Rocky. The other game in the Frontier, Western out at Southern Oregon. 4 wide receivers here for Kai Quinn. Rolls to his left, throws to his left, and intended for Kelly, and a little over his head. Good coverage by Melton, but it'll be 3rd and 6.
Yeah, and a good job defensively. Again, Quady on the spy technique, they run the little boot, and there's no opportunity for Quinn to run, so he's trying to get it to Kelly on the outside, and great coverage by Drew Melton again on the good receiver.
Once again, Capital Bozeman State AA Championship on the air now on the FM KCAP at 95.9 FM and sports949.com. Bruins #1 team in the state. There's 2 losses on the air. Here it's 5-0 Eastern Oregon. They have a 3rd and 6. Quinn flushed, hit as he throws, and it goes behind McGree and Kine, but a 4th down is David Peterson with the pressure on Kai Quinn.
Yeah, great job, David, ripping through the offensive tackle and getting a piece of the jersey and able to bring Quinn down there. Just a good, aggressive second effort there by David Peterson.
So Nate Harden on to punt, his 6th of the half. This will be the 12th combined punt.
We'll be breaking out the ice bags at half to soak legs.
Bollier stands back at his 10.
I think he'll stay there too.
Harden. Punt is going to hit at the goal line and go into the end zone. So his worst punt of the day. And Carroll will take over, trailing 5-0, 2:46 to play here in the first half. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Carroll College Football on Sports 94.9.
KIMO HD3 Townsend, K235BW Helena, your home for the Saints. This is Sports 94.9.
Eastern Oregon leading Carroll 5-0. Saints with 116 yards of offense. The Mountaineers with 138. And we have 354 yards of punts today. Killoy back to pass, finds Dawson, hit immediately as he catches it. So a gain of about 3 at the 23 as the tackle was made by someone not on the roster.
A good job up front. They bring the linebackers, but it's a short gain, and look for them to try to get the ball maybe downfield a little bit if they can get a first down with a little over 2 minutes and 3 timeouts.
Isaiah Cranford, the linebacker, with the tackle. 2nd down and 7. 4 wide receivers for Killoy with Ali in to block. Back to pass. Killoy has time, finds Ali out of the backfield at 25. Ali up across the 30. He'll have the first down to the 31 as Cranford makes the stop again. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Carroll with 2:04 to play. And we have an injury to a Mountaineer, Chris Kindle, down on the field.
Just 3-man rush, and the 5 offensive linemen pick him up. Colby steps up and hits the check down with Ali and a first down. And like I said, there's still 2 minutes and 3 timeouts. Plenty of time to move the ball into scoring, get a few more first downs, get a little momentum going here offensively.
Great Falls Central leading Fairview 7-0 in the
Class
C 8-man semifinals. Billings Central demolished Laurel last night. Hamilton will play Columbia Falls in the Class A other semifinal today. Double A last night, Billings West pounded Helena High 34-0, and Flathead upset top-ranked and unbeaten Bozeman 21-17. And so it'll be Flathead traveling to West for the state championship next weekend.
It'll be a good matchup with those programs and young coaches, and it's good to see Flathead there. They've been there a while.
Flathead making its first appearance since 2000.
Right.
And West, I think 2005.
Right.
1st and 10 Saints here, trailing Eastern Oregon 5-0. 2:04 to go in the first half. Again, 4 wide receivers. Killoy. Sacked. Sage DeLong with his 6th sack of the year.
And again, the pressure inside is what leads to the sack. Both inside linebackers on stunt, so it's a 5-man rush, and the big defensive end comes across, and as Colby tries to step up and gets the sack.
Big Timber leading Loyola in the Class B 6-0 early in the first. Killoy again back to pass, has time across the middle, a sliding catch by Troy Arnson. Shy of the first down, so 3rd and about 4 coming up here after the gain of 10.
Yeah, Carroll called timeout there and on 3rd down, and again, they're just trying to mix it up inside with the stunts, trying to see if they can get a man through uncovered. That time the inside linebackers are picked up, and Killoy finds Arnston coming across, sliding catch for about 10-yard gain there, and manageable 3rd down and 4 or 5 here.
Both of the Class B semifinals are 6-0 because both extra points have been blocked. Big Fork leads Fairfield 6-0. Hamilton leads Columbia Falls 7-zip. Jason Walker Show Monday will have a complete recap of all of the semifinal action and look ahead to all the state championships coming up.
What's the other C? That's Shelby and Flint Creek or whatever they call
Drummond,
them, right?
Phillipsburg.
Yeah,
that's what I still
the
call
Titans.
And Shelby leads 8-0, I believe. 6-0. Apparently that extra point was blocked too.
Need a few more kicking camps.
A lot of 6-0 scores in the high school semifinals.
We should open up a kicking camp clinic this summer and see if we can make some money.
Big Fork just recovered a fumble from Fairfield inside the 10-yard line. 3rd and 4, 81 seconds to play in the quarter. Saints down 5-0. Pass enough for the first down to Eric Dawson, who then is stood up by Justin Finley. The junior gets the tackle, but it's enough for a Saints first down with 70 seconds to go, and Killoy just spikes it. So it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, and Eastern just playing deep in the coverage. That's why you see these under routes open with Dawson and Arnston on the last one. Going to make Carroll's offense work to get the ball downfield.
So 2nd down and 10. 5-0 Mountaineers lead here at Nelson Stadium on Senior Day. Ferris and Troy Arnston to the right. Sipes, Dawson to the left. 2nd down and 10 for Killoy. Has time, throws, and underthrows Shane Sipes. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, again, a little bit of pressure with the inside, and it's picked up, but Killoy not able to step into that one and throws it short to Sipes, even though he's trying to come back to it.
So 66 seconds to play in the second. 5-0 Mountaineers lead. Convoy Supply halftime show coming up. Contractor's choice for quality wholesale construction materials. Convoy Supply, 3000 Bozeman Avenue, Helena. Final halftime show of the year for football. Killoy on 3rd and 10. Has time. Now he rolls out to the right. Still has time. Finds Ferris, who dives. He'll be close to the first down. They're going to mark him about a football length shy. Nope, they're going to give it to him at the 45 of Eastern Oregon.
Yeah, the side judge came up and told the linesman hit the ball across the first down marker on the way out. So that's a good job by that side judge there, allowing for the first down on 3rd down.
And a nice job by Ferris.
Getting out of bounds.
1st and 10, 55 seconds to play. 5-0 Eastern Oregon leads. 4 wide receivers. And Ryan Arnson in the backfield for Colby Killoy. Arnson now out of the backfield. And the throw into triple coverage. Stripes comes down with it at the 16, make it the 15-yard line.
It's a big play by Sipes, like you said, triple coverage, but he sees the ball, times his jump just right, and out jumps the 3 defenders.
And the Saints.
Timeout here. You got 2 of them.
Are going to take the timeout. Killoy had everybody up to the line ready to spike it, but the Saints take a timeout with 42 seconds to go at the 16-yard line of Eastern Oregon. First time the Saints have been in the red zone today, trailing 5-0. They've been in their own red zone a few times.
Yeah, and a 5-0 score, and you know, the way the defense is played, I mean, it's 5-0 is a good place to be and an opportunity to score here. But that's a good use of the timeout. You had 2 left instead of burning a play on the spike. Now you still have 4 downs to score or even get another first down inside the 5-yard line.
So Eastern Oregon heads back out on defense. Carroll will head back out on offense. Trailing 5-0. Give you scores at the half from across the state. Montana State over on the AM KCAP at 9:50 a.m. hosting Northern Colorado. Cats needing to win out, chance to make the playoffs. It's not going to happen even if they do, but they'll have a small chance.
Chance at a winning season, though.
Killoy has Ryan Arnson out of the backfield across the 10, and Arnson knocked out of bounds at the 7, make it the 8-yard line as the hit made by Derek Fontenot.
And a good design. Dawson was in the slot, and he went vertical. It was almost like a decoy. 2 of the defenders jumped him and allowed Arnston to come underneath and be open for the catch and get out of bounds.
So 2nd down and 2 at the 8. Killoy looks left. Ball fake, now in trouble. Now he's going to be hit. The ball is fumbled at the 12, and it's recovered by Eastern Oregon, covered up by Chris Kindle. And there's a flag down on the far side of the field. Killoy saying he was down on the deck. So the officials are going to have to do a whole lot of talking.
This might be interference.
Kindle came up with the loose ball. The question's going to be, was Kaloy down? We do have a flag at the far side of the field. And so the officials will talk about their upcoming dinner plans, and now here's the call. And maybe not.
Yeah, it's interference, which... Oh, encroachment.
Offsides on the defense, so it negates the play, and it gives Carroll a first down and goal. How about that?
Yeah, that is unfortunate for that defense, but again, Colby just trying to do a little too much. Going to take off and run. He's got to secure the ball there.
First and goal at the 5. Actually at the 4. And Kaloy throws back of the end zone, overshoots Dawson. And it'll be second and goal, 28 seconds to play in the half. Saints down 5-0.
Again, heavy pressure. Harrington's in the backfield to block, does a good job picking up the linebacker, but the throw from Kaloy is just high. And we got a defender down again.
Yeah, in the end zone, which is about where we saw Damian Nelson go down from Northern a couple of weeks ago. And that injured player is Haziel Ledesma out of Jerome, Idaho.
The Tigers of Jerome.
Elmer Musgrave, the football coach out there for a long time.
Yeah.
Elmer Musgrave actually coached at Clyde Park with my dad way back in the day.
Wow. Yep. Along that dairy route we took a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Of course, Jerome, Idaho, the home of former Carroll men's basketball player Jake Hollyfield. He was just country boy strong. And to this day, I still have not seen Jake Hollyfield and Teddy Roosevelt in the same room. Are they the same person? I'm not saying. Ledesma still down with 28 seconds to go. Saints down 5-0. It's the end zone with the scoreboard. And it looks like Ledesma wants to get up. He's going to, and it's a much better situation than we saw a couple weeks ago with Damian Nelson, and we wish him all the best in his recovery for the next year. So the Saints with a second down and goal at the 4. 28 seconds to play, trailing 5-0 here first half. Troy Arnson will run the Wildcat. Ryan Arnson in the backfield. Sipes, Fossum, and Ferris, the receivers, to the right. Dawson, the tight end, to the left. Sipes on the left side of the formation, but Troy Arnson threw for a touchdown last week to Joe Ferris. And he'll send Fossum in motion. The two Arnsons in the backfield. Troy fakes a handoff to Ryan, rolls to his right, throws end zone. Dawson, who drops it in the end zone.
And that you do not see very often from the tight end. It's in his hands, and before he can secure it, it's bouncing around. But great job by Troy Arnston on the run pass option there out of the read. And
so it'll be third and goal at the 4. We just opened the window all the way. It's that nice. So Kaloy behind center on third and goal. 24 seconds to play in the half, trailing 5-0. He'll fake the handoff. He'll roll to his right. He's going to be sacked back at the 19-yard line. That is something you cannot do as Chase Van Wyck comes up with the sack.
And again, that's the outside linebacker, and he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the whole way, and Kaloy not able to get out wide to even throw the ball incomplete.
So Carroll takes its final timeout with 5 seconds to play in the half. We're going to try a field goal with Josh Kraft, which we haven't seen an attempt at field goal in over a month. A couple of PATs were blocked last week, so my guess is you'll see the offense try to go for it.
Yeah, it looks the offense is in the huddle there with Coach Howlett.
So there's a couple things you can't do in the red zone. You can't turn it over, which Kaloy did, but then
penalty
negated that. and you can't take a sack. And he does.
And you can't drop a wide open touchdown.
Well,
so
that's the
all
other thing
three.
Too, from Dawson.
0 for 3 in this, the three things that you, and you don't see that from Eric Dawson. You know,
Saints are going to go
play.
for it. 5 seconds to play. Trailing 5-0 here first half. Trips to the left. Kaloy with Ryan Arnson in the backfield. Sipes the lone receiver to the right. So expect maybe something across the middle, and Eastern's going to take a timeout. But I would think that Carroll's going to try to find Arnson or Dawson across the middle, or the fade to Sipes because he's the lone receiver up top.
Yeah, and a good timeout by Coach Camp as well, looking at the formation and see what Carroll is coming out with. And I like this call, 4th down.
Well, it's the last game.
You're only down by a score.
It's the last game of the year. It's senior day.
Yep.
Try everything.
And last week they were 4th and 19 and scored a touchdown. So
they have 4th and goal at the 18. Saints trailing 5-0, up to 174 yards of offense, 147 through the air. So last 2.5 games, Carroll, the air attack has worked well.
Right. Same formation for Carroll.
Dawson, Arnson, Ferris to the left, Sipes to the right. Kaloy with Ryan Arnson in the backfield. 4th and goal from the 18. 5 seconds to play in the half. Kaloy back to pass. Has all day. Nobody open downfield. Kaloy finally throws. And Shane Sipes is open in the touchdown. Carroll College.
And again, that just deep zone coverage by Eastern. They rush 2 defenders. Carroll's offensive line able to pick them up. Kaloy avoids it. Great route by Sipes coming back and just being inside the pylon there. A good throw by Kaloy. Good catch for a touchdown. And that's a big score after the last 3 plays that we watched, to be able to have a positive outcome and a score and take the lead here.
Josh Kraft on for the extra point. 20 out of 23 on the year. Had 2 blocked last week. Saints lead 6-5. Troy Arnson to hold. The ball is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So halftime in Helena on the Bud Light scoreboard. It's the Saints 7, the Mountaineers 5. We're back with a Convoy Supply halftime show in a moment. This is Carroll College football on Sports 94.9 and Sports949.com.
The chances of a driver hitting a deer in Montana have gone up to 1 in 57. If you hit an animal, bring your damaged vehicle to Capital Collision Center. You'll receive a voucher for a free turkey when your repair is complete. The accident wasn't your choice, but Montana state law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Helena's only Ford F-150 aluminum, Honda, Nissan, Acura, GM, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Kia, and Hyundai certified repair shop. Capital Collision Center on Euclid. Free turkey offer is good now through December.
What's that sound? What's that smell?
It's the furnace.
Dad, are we gonna freeze this winter?
Why?
Because the furnace doesn't sound so good and doesn't smell so good.
You're right. I'm calling 3 Brothers. When did you get so smart?
It's called survival, Dad.
3 Brothers Plumbing and Heating. Quality products from York. Install confidence with York Furnaces and 3 Brothers. They treat you like family. 449-4343.
Professionals who care. 3 Brothers is there.
The home team breaks the huddle with O'Neill and Forkin wide left. Wide right, it's Clark. And the double threat of Wood and Linden is lined up behind Terryalt.
Capital City Realty has quite the lineup.
And they're led by Lori and Randy Kutnick along with Deb Wong.
How many winning seasons does the home team have?
Capital City Realty is on a 5-year run. They're past the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. They could go all the way.
What a team!
Capital City Realty and Property Management.
When service matters, call on the home team.
When it comes to helping our customers find a home in a tight market, I put myself in the mind of the seller. After seeing a good offer, their first question is always, how qualified is this buyer? Hi, this is Daisha Datine at First Community Bank, and that's why I help people get pre-qualified before they head out looking for a home. Realtors tell me it makes all the difference, so stop by 212 North Rodney or call us at 449-9800, and we'll get you set up for success.
First Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Don't miss the Veterans Day sale today from 9:30 till 4:30 at Furniture Showroom. For this Veterans Day sale, you'll find fantastic sale prices and great financing on Furniture Showroom's large assortment of sofas, love seats, recliners, reclining sofas, sectionals, entertainment consoles, tables, extremely affordable therapeutic beds, and more. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. Don't miss the Veterans Day sale today at Furniture Showroom, 2200 North Last Chance Gulch in Helena.
As temperatures go down, the bugs come in. With nighttime temperatures dropping, crawling and flying insects are looking for warm places to hide. Take advantage of the fall spider spraying from Nitro Green. They'll do your exterior perimeter as well as an inside spray for spiders and other insects. Call for details today and schedule early to keep those bugs out. Call Nitro Green 443-5088.
Knowledge is in our nature at Nitro Green.
It's halftime. For a recap of the first half, back to the Century 21 Heritage Realty Press Box. Here's Jason Walker and Tim Norbeck.
The latest group of newest military being sworn in on the field right now on Military Appreciation Day. Saints leading at 7-5 here at Convoy Supply halftime show. Convoy Supply, the contractor's choice for quality wholesale construction materials. Convoy Supply, 3000 Bozeman Avenue, Helena. And I got to tell you, it's almost as an emotional moment right now watching these guys, because I went through this a year ago with my son Bob as he swore in on Military Appreciation Day, as we thank them. I mean,
great recognition.
Thank our veterans, thank our active duty armed forces. But it's a great time. And my son, by the way, out in Fort Eustis, Virginia. He'll graduate AIT in January, but Sergeant Arnold out there as well, one of my son's recruiters. So very cool, and we appreciate the newest group. Looks like, what, 8, 10 gentlemen and ladies going in. 3 ladies out there. So, well, halftime here. Saints get the score. Sipes with his 7th touchdown reception, his 5th in the last 2 weeks, and it comes to time expiring. And after taking a sack to move it to 4th and 18, maybe that's what Carroll just wants to do. You know, they scored last week on 4th and 19. They scored today on 4th and 18, and they take the lead here 7-5 as we head into the half.
Yeah, and it just a great opportunity there to overcome 3 miscues. Fortunate on the penalty to keep the ball, and then the drop in the end zone by Dawson, and then the sack. But a good job, a good play design. Good protection. They're in the flex, and they only rush 2, like I said, and dropping 9 guys into coverage, and you got time to throw the ball, and Sipes came back from deep in the end zone right to the corner there by the pylon, and a good throw and catch for the touchdown.
So the Saints, as Koloy with his 8th touchdown pass of the year, and they lead at 7-5 here on Senior Day, and we've seen a little bit of everything. We saw some really good defenses by both teams. Saw both teams be able to move the ball at times, and you know, you have 12 combined punts for close to 400 yards of offense right there. And Coach Van Diest is always fond of saying that, you know, punting is the best offense sometimes.
Yeah, and the first 3 points by Eastern, they had the ball inside Carroll's 43 times and only came up with 3. Then you have the miscue in the kicking game, the block punt. They get 2, and they get good field position after the safety, and Carroll goes 3 and out with that. So to think 5 points from those opportunities that Eastern had, that is huge. And then Carroll to take the ball with a little over 2 minutes and go 80 yards and score. And it's one of those Belichick things, because they score before half and they get the ball after the half. And scores like that can really work on the psyche of the defender, knowing that they've held them scoreless and hold them to a 4th down and 18, and then give up the score at the half, knowing they have to come and defend them again to start the 3rd quarter.
So Harden hit a 25-yard field goal to make it 3-0 right at the end of the 1st quarter, and then that block punt for safety made it 5-0. And then Sipes at the end of the 1st half on a 14-play, 80-yard drive, took 246, all of 246. And the Saints leading at 7-5 here at the half at Nelson Stadium. As we'll give you some other scores. College of Idaho, 24th in the country, looking for a 6th straight win to end the season. Well, they're going to get it. They lead at the half at Northern 42-7. At Billings at the half, 11th ranked Rocky leading Tech 14-10. Western and Southern Oregon just getting started out at Ashland. You've got Montana at Idaho 4:30 today over on the FM KCAP at 95.9 FM. The Bobcats just kicked off with Northern Colorado and Bozeman. That's on the AM KCAP at 9:50 AM. We will join the Grizz pregame show in progress after Capital Volleyball, which is playing in the State AA Championship right now on the FM KCAP at 95.9 FM, as well as sports949.com. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and run through your first half stats. That and more. Convoy Supply halftime show rolls on from Helena. 7-5 Saints lead on the Bud Light scoreboard. This is Carroll College football on Sports 94.9.
Don't miss Veterans Day savings today from 9:30 till 4:30 at Rucker's Furniture. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings at tremendous Veterans Day savings. At Rucker's, you'll find sofas, sleepers, recliners, leather, bedroom, dining room, entertainment consoles, serve the most comfortable beds in Helena, and more. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. Don't miss Veterans Day savings today at Rucker's Furniture in the America's Mattress Gallery, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
This is John Lagerquist with Century 21. I just received my awards for last year's efforts, an award for production and one for customer satisfaction. I'm very proud of receiving these awards each year since I started in the business. Also, I'm very proud of our office and the awards that we have received, winning the Century 21 President's Award 12 times out of the last 14 years. This is an award that is given for 95% customer satisfaction and production in the top 5% of all Century 21 offices. If you want to experience that level of relentless excellence, give me, John Lagerquist, a call at 439-0650.
Hear ye, hear ye. I bringeth thee a message from him. A message from the king and his new trumpeter, Stephen. The king wishes me to convey his favor to thine team and thine tailgate. Not yet. He invites thee to let the Bud Light flow forth. And he also wishes me to tell thee that he toasts thee. Waiteth until the end, Stephen. With game day's favorite light lager and the slogan of his kingdom. Oh, dilly dilly. Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer, AB, St. Louis, Missouri.
It's the free event at Mattress Firm. With special savings throughout our stores, you can enjoy loads of free gifts like 2 free memory foam pillows, a free mattress protector, and a free adjustable base. That's a value of over $600. Free when you take home select queen mattresses for only $749. Plus, every brand in the store is on sale. Only the nation's largest specialty mattress retailer can offer deals this good. And only at your Montana Mattress Firm.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
You don't have to buy the equipment you need to do a one-time job. A1 Rental has everything you need for your project. If there's a special tool to get that job done, there's a good chance A1 Rental has it. A1 Rental, 1400 Cedar, next to Party Plus.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
The 2019 Subaru Crosstrek is waiting for you at Placer Motors. It's ready for adventure with standard symmetrical all-wheel drive plus 33 miles per gallon with EyeSight driver assist technology available for an extra set of eyes on the road. According to Kelley Blue Book, the Crosstrek has the lowest 5-year cost to own in its class for 2 years running. Love is out there. Find it in a 2019 Subaru Crosstrek. Start your love affair by test driving a 2019 Subaru Crosstrek at Placer Motors.
This is the Carroll College Halftime Show on your home for the Saints, Sports 94.9.
Halftime in Helena and 7-5 Carroll College leading here at the Convoy Supply Halftime Show. Taking a look at your first half stats as Eastern Oregon with 6 first downs, 13 carries, 55 yards, 83 through the air. 32 plays, 138 total yards. 4 punt returns, 2 kick returns, 6 punts for Nate Harden, a 39.7 average. A couple of penalties for 10 yards and none more damaging than the offsides that came late that allowed Carroll to retain the possession on a lost fumble, and Carroll scored. 12:05 time of possession. Victor Diaz, 7 carries, 18 yards. Brendan Kelly, 1 for 17. Kaylor Moore, 3 for 9. Kai Quinn, 7 of 19 through the air, 83 yards, no TDs, no picks. TJ Hancock, 4 catches, 18 yards. Tanner Zenke, 1 for 38. Gabe Giacchi has 1 for 15 And the leading tackler is Chase Van Wyck, who has 5, along with a sack and a TFL. Derek Fontenot with 5 tackles, Chris Kindle and Justin Hughes 4 apiece for Eastern Oregon. For Carroll College, 10 first downs, 18 carries, 27 yards on the ground, 165 through the air, 44 offensive plays for 192 yards, 6 punts for a 24.5-yard average, 3 by Dustin McLean and 3 by Matt Kavek. Carroll held the ball for 17-25. Ryan Arnson, 7 carries, 31 yards. Major Ali, 6 for 20. Colby Kaloy, 14 of 25 through the air, 165 yards, no interceptions, and that touchdown to Sipes at the end of the half. Sipes with 4 catches for 66 yards and that score. Dawson 4 times for 41. Troy Arnson 2 for 24. Joe Ferris 2 for 18. Leading tackler Chase Bowen with 6. Bowmeyer and McBride Galt each with 4, and Drew Melton has 3. And at halftime, it is a 7-5 lead for Carroll College. We'll take a final break. Convoy Supply halftime show. We'll come back, give you some scores from around the region and the state playoffs. Semifinals in all classifications of high school football. That and more coming up. Convoy Supply halftime show returns. Saints lead 7-5. This is Carroll College Football and Sports 94.9.
When trains were the go-to mode of transportation, people demanded a clean atmosphere, a friendly crew, and a comfortable stay. The Money Train is on track with their staff to keep that same old-fashioned friendly attitude to greet you each time you walk into their casino. So grab a drink and watch the game and join the iRewards to win extra cash. Then enjoy the early bird and night owl rewards, drawings every 30 minutes, happy hour, and the best new and classic games across from Murdoch's. All aboard the Money Train. The Money Train Casino.
Black Friday is now. There's no need to wait until Black Friday to get incredible savings on your favorite Toyota model. You can get them now. Big cash back savings, like $3,000 on Tundra Crew Max or RAV4. Low payment leases on 4Runners, Tacomas, Camrys, and more. We even have APR financing as low as 0% on 9 different Toyota models. All backed with Toyota Care, and most are equipped with Toyota Safety Sense, Toyota's complete suite of safety features. The Toyota Black Friday sales event is on now. Shop early as many special savings are on 2018 models, and when they're gone, so are the deals. For full details, see Toyota of Helena. Toyota, let's go places. All financing and approved credit through Toyota Financial Services. Dealer doc fees vary by dealer. For more details, call 1-888-21-TOYOTA. Offers end December 3rd, 2018.
D.A. Davidson and Company, helping Montanans achieve their long-term financial objectives since 1935. As the largest financial full-service firm in the Northwest, ensuring that their clients are invested appropriately throughout their investing and retirement lifetime, giving you the confidence that your finances are keeping pace with the rest of your life. Maybe it's time you make your move to D.A. Davidson and Company, 40 West 14th Street, Helena, Artisan Block. Client-focused, community-connected. Member SIPC.
You want to go to a place you can trust for car care. Meinecke's got great reviews. Here's one of them.
Well, I have taken every vehicle I own to Meinecke to have work done, like replacing brakes and rotors, to working on air conditioning systems, and of course, oil changing and servicing. They always discussed any problems there might be, but never made me feel like they were out to find problems just to make money. My name's Benita, and I choose Meinecke.
If your car is complaining about anything, visit your full-service Meinecke Car Care Center on Custer Avenue.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
You don't have to buy the equipment you need to do a one-time job. A1 Rental has everything you need for your project. If there's a special tool to get that job done, there's a good chance A1 Rental has it. A1 Rental, 1400 Cedar, next to Party Plus.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
Jason Walker, Tim Norbeck back inside Century 21 Heritage Realty Press Box. Bozeman took the first set from Capital State AA Volleyball Championship 25-23. There was 8 ties after the score was tied at 11. That's crazy. crazy.
Is that a true? Are they both unbeaten? Or is Capital unbeaten?
Capital's unbeaten.
So they'd have to be
Bozeman
beaten twice.
wins, yeah. The score was tied at 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23 before the Hawks got 2. But you can listen to that on the FM KCAP at 95.9 FM. Huntley Project, that is volleyball.
They are good.
Montana State, Northern Colorado tied at 7. It's on the AM KCAP at 9:50 a.m. Columbia Falls Hamilton tied at 7 in the end of the first quarter. Great Falls Central leading 15-0 over Fairview. Jordan leading Ritchie Lambert. That's at Ritchie, 20-12. Fairfield up on top of Big Fork now 8-6. Flint Creek leading Shelby 8-6. So checking out some scores. Loyola leading at Fairfield 7-6. And we'll get you scores.
Class C is interesting because next week that championship game will be at Naranche Stadium.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. Paul Bills helped set that up when he was at Ennis, no longer in education, but be interesting to see how it works. A great place to play the game, and I plan on going. So it'd be fun to watch those two best C's on a nice turf, and I know that's a controversial thing. Those little schools like to host. There was a great crowd last year in Phillipsburg when they hosted Forsyth, but I like the idea of letting everybody see the people.
I think that I am in the camp that the state AA, A, B, 8 and 6-man championship should be played Friday and Saturday, the weekend of Cat Grizz, wherever Cat Grizz is not.
Yeah.
So this year it would be in Bozeman, and next year it would be in Missoula, and I think that would be fantastic.
I'm a fan of it because
you can split the proceeds to the schools. They're not going to lose any. I mean, let's be honest. People aren't traveling to Drummond or Phillipsburg to spend the night in a hotel there, so they're getting the restaurant feed, definitely. But I think that is, I mean, a lot of other states do it. You get your biggest venues to host the state championships. You can play all 5 on one weekend, and I'm in that camp.
I am too. In my 10 years of coaching in Idaho, there are many times we drove 50 miles to Pocatello to play at a neutral site, and they were back-to-back. So you could, Friday night there'd be a couple of playoff games, and then depending on if Idaho State was home or not, 2 or 3 on Saturday, and you could sit there in your T-shirt and drink pop and eat popcorn and watch great football all day long. I remember starting a semifinal game when I was in Firth against Grangeville. The game started at 20 after 11. And the place was still full because they'd watched, I think the game before was overtime, and then your warm-up and all that. And then the next week we came right back down to Pocatello, and we beat Sugar Salem for the state championship in 1988.
You're gonna get great field conditions because both Washington Grizzly and Bobcat Stadium with great turf. So that doesn't have to worry about it. If you play in weather, you're going to play in weather whether you're at Shelby or Bozeman or Missoula. It doesn't really matter. Or Webo.
We might be the minority, but it does make sense.
Or Grenora, North Dakota, for that matter. And I think I'd rather be in Bozeman or Missoula than Grenora, North Dakota.
Yeah, especially with the turfs now in both places. It does, even with inclement weather.
Make it happen.
You can still make the field conditions very playable.
Saints leading at 7-5 as we get set to start the third quarter here in Helena. The Convoy Supply halftime show, the contractor's choice for quality wholesale construction materials. Convoy Supply, 3000 Bozeman Avenue, Helena. Short kickoff by Hardin. It's going to roll out of bounds. So it went in between Dawson and Sipes, and they did the smart thing and let it roll out of bounds. And Hardin, look at him, standing at the 50-yard line with his hands on his hips like, how in the heck did I do that?
Yeah, great job of Dawson and letting it roll out of bounds instead of trying to field it there. They're just trying to pooch it in between the defenders, but it backfired and gives Carroll good field position at the 35 to start this third quarter.
Leading 7-5. How about Shane Sipes? At 2 touchdowns entering the Tech game. He now has 5 touchdown receptions in the last 6 quarters. And really the last 5
We didn't take him in our fantasy, I think.
No, I didn't. I didn't put him in this week. Saints with a 1st and 10. They'll hand it off to Ryan Arnson. And Arnson skips through a couple of tackles at the line of scrimmage, gets up to the 39, so a gain of 4.
Still on his feet there. Good job, the offensive line protecting their back and getting positive yards. And doing a good job. I was watching on the way out. You know, they're a little bit dinged up. But Tanner Steele, he's got a little bit of a limp going there, but he's out there toughing it out at his offensive line position.
Well, the wind is starting to pick up a little bit, and the sun goes behind the clouds. It gets a little warm. Might have to shut the window again. 2nd and 6, just underway, 3rd quarter. Hand off to Arnson, turns it upfield. He'll get a yard before Van Wyck brings him down.
And that play, Sage DeLong blows it up at his defensive end position on the penetration and not allow any movement upfield on the outside zone. Again, a lot of knifing and angles from the flex defense, trying to beat you to a spot. And like I said before, it's sound, but it looks like there's, you know, it's unsound at times.
3rd down and 5. And a 7-5 ball game. Oh, and Kaloy just got absolutely pounded. Isaiah Cranford, untouched, just levels Kaloy and decleated him and almost declothed him because his shirt hanging outside the shoulder pad. And that's a big sack back to the 31.
And that's the same thing last week with
Chase Bowen.
Yeah, because what happened, Major Ali helped outside, and the linebacker came inside untouched on the stunt.
So Cranford with the sack, his 7th of the year, and now Kvek. Pretty good punt, taken by Ritchie back at the 31. And he'll be brought down just across the 35 at the 38-yard line, and Eastern Oregon heads back to work. So after forcing a 3-and-out and the 7th punt for the Saints, we might set a record for most punts in a game in college football. That's the 13th already. We get one
defense.
of our crack stats guys on that to find out what the record is.
And it's indicative of the score of those punts. It's 7-5.
7-5. It's the top of the 7th here at Helena. 13:01 to play, 3rd quarter. Trip to the right for Kai Quinn. Saints defense shifts a little bit. And a false start's going to be called. And you can see Alex Thomas pointing right away.
At the left defense, or left tackle there. Alec Yangos, he's got a little bit of a lean going, and Thomas sees it right away, helps the official.
So 1st and 15, back to the 33.
We're not going to reach that.
No, I'll tell you after this play. As Quinn completes it to Kelly at the 35, spins away from Bollier, gets across the 40, and brought down by David Peterson up to the 42-yard line, so a gain of about 10. But the most punts in it, well, this is NCAA record. The most punts in a game, Texas Tech and Centenary out of Louisiana had 77. Texas Tech had 39. Centenary had 38. Thanks, Daniel.
Wow. We don't want to break that record.
We don't want to even get close to that. Pass complete to Zenke. He's got the 1st down across the 50 into the Saints' 44-yard line before the pile is blown dead. And a nice pass play there by Quinn to Zenke. It'll be 1st and 10 with 12:17 to play.
They're going fast. Just a deep dig route there and a little bit of cushion by Melton, and Zenke comes under.
7-5 Saints lead here, 3rd quarter. And I have to admit, I stole that line about the top of the 7th from Charlie Gross, the birthday boy yesterday, the athletics director. Pass complete out to the near side by John Lesser, his 2nd completion of the day.
Again, Ryan Boyer did a good job setting it, and then Tony Matson coming up and making sure it's a short gain.
2nd down and 6. 11:40 to go. 3rd quarter. Saints up 7-5 on the Bud Light scoreboard. Quinn claps his hands, takes the snap, looks to his left, throws to his left. Melton with good coverage, but the better catch and then drop. Zenke had it in his hands, and as he hit the ground, it popped loose. And Quinn threw that one again on the money.
Yeah, and that tight coverage is why the ball flops out, because Melton has got his hands around the receiver as he's going down and not able to corral it for a catch.
So 3rd and 6. With 11:05 to play in the 3rd. The temperature has dropped significantly here with the wind picking up coming out of the northwest. 3rd and 6 for Quinn and the Mountaineers, trailing Carroll 7-5. Diaz in motion out of the backfield. They'll hit him, and Nate McGree knocks it away. It'll be 4th down, but Nate McGree with the big old paw coming up and knocked it away. He read Diaz out of the backfield, followed him all the way, and knocks down the pass.
Yeah, that's his man in coverage. So when the back goes in motion for the swing, as he starts upfield, so does Nate, and he just gets that hand up, knocks it away.
And it's probably a good thing he did knock it away, because if that was his guy that he had in coverage, and that pass is complete, it's a different story, because
right.
Diaz had a lot of running room. So Harden on to punt, his 7th of the day. Bollier runs away from it. It hits at the 15 and is down to around the 6-yard line. And Alex Thomas slow to get up. He'll hobble off, and then we get a timeout on the field. 10:35 to go, 3rd quarter on the Bud Light scoreboard. Saints lead the Mountaineers 7-5. Back in a minute. This is Carroll College football on Sports 94.9.
Don't miss the Veterans Day sale today from 9:30 till 4:30 at Furniture Showroom. For this Veterans Day sale, you'll find fantastic sale prices and great financing on Furniture Showroom's large assortment of sofas, love seats, recliners, reclining sofas, sectionals, entertainment consoles, tables, extremely affordable therapeutic beds, and more. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. Don't miss the Veterans Day sale today at Furniture Showroom, 2200 North Last Chance Gulch in Helena.
Prime rib. When you want it, you crave it, and nothing else will do. But what happens when you're really hungry for prime rib on, say, Monday night or Thursday? Most restaurants only serve it on Friday and Saturday nights, you know. Well, guess what? The Overland Express serves tender, succulent cut with a fork, melt in your mouth, truly prime rib. Any night you want it, 7 nights a week. Be sure to top off dinner with your favorite dessert. What you want, when you want it. That's what they do at the Overland Express, where any time is prime time.
7-5, Carroll College leading Eastern Oregon, 10:35 to play, 3rd quarter. Saints with the ball at their own 6. So this is the 3rd time they've been inside their own 10 to start an offensive possession. And Calloy will send Ryan Arnson in motion out of the backfield. Still has Eric Dawson back there with him. They'll hand it off to Dawson. He'll get to the line of scrimmage. The pile pushes forward for a gain of about 1.5 yards, maybe 2, and it'll be 2nd and 8.
And just trying to get a little bit of breathing room here. Chase Van Wyck coming from his outside linebacker position and on the zone read there. And, you know, when they can't block those linebackers at 2nd level, you're not going to get a lot of yardage, and that's what's happened on these zone looks.
2nd down and 8 for the Saints. We mentioned before the break that the temperatures dropped a little bit. When you look down on the sidelines, there's a lot of Carroll guys wearing the coats on the sideline. And then you got Coach Van Diest, Coach Howlett, Coach Fantasil, all with the sleeveless polos.
Mindset.
Dawson on the Wildcat keeps it himself. He's across the 15, and he'll have the 1st down up to the 18-yard line, a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down for the Saints.
And good play design. Looked like it was going to be a little just Wildcat to the right, but he planted and come back to the left, and there was an offensive lineman in front on the trap. He jumps behind the trap block and gets vertical for a big 1st down.
And now we got whistles.
And the defender that came up to make the tackle is still down a little bit there.
Flexing. It's Justin Hughes, the safety's flexing his hand.
And he was on the bottom of that tackle with Dawson.
So 7-5, Saints lead, 9:31 to play here in the 3rd. And Carroll with a 1st and 10 at its own 18 when Hughes will be able to walk off the field as he's being tended to. And it got dark, too. That's clouds.
Starting to roll in from the west. You can see it.
Well, I looked at the radar before the game, and it's supposed to hang out to the west of us, the snow, for the rest of the afternoon, but at least for the football game. But it had gotten chilly.
And breeze picking up as well.
Not any snow falling. We've seen little flurries here and there, but 37 with a feels like right now with 30. The wind's out of the north at 10. So Carroll with a 1st and 10 as Hughes walks off the sideline. 2 receivers to the short side. Dawson in motion left to right. Ryan Arnson in the backfield. Kaloy back to pass. They tried to set up a screen and the ball's knocked down. The big man saged along.
Yeah, he's had a good game.
He's
from his
6'5", with a wingspan of about 8'7".
Right, just again reading the eyes of the quarterback, can't get there on the rush and gets his hands up and prevents that outside screen from developing. Trying to get Joe Ferris out there on the wide receiver screen.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. 9:18 to play here in the third. 7-5, Saints in the lead. Kaloy with Dawson and Arnson in the backfield, has 2 receivers to the right. I'll run a little counter to Ryan Arnson across the 20 to the 25. Arnson gets around the corner before he's brought down at the 27-yard line. He's shy of the first down by about a yard, so it'll be 3rd and 1. And a nice designed play there.
Yeah, again, a little counter look, and Alex Hoffman out in front, and Arnson just jumps on his hip and follows him in the hole. And
so 3rd and 1. And
yeah.
There's a little bit of the flurries coming down. It's 3rd down. They moved the chain, so they have to go back to. I used to be a ball boy at Montana State. You have the little yard clipper, and that's where they have to go back because whoever's running the chains over there decided to move them. So it's 3rd and short, just outside the 28. The Saints need to get to the 28.5. 9:01 to play here in the third.
Yeah, about a half a yard it looks like, huh? What's that?
Leading 7-5, and now we've got more whistles. And now we're going to have a stoppage as the snow starts to, it's still light, but it's getting heavier. All right. Can we finally play some football?
Yeah, here we go.
They'll go heavy with Dawson, tailback, Harrington, the fullback, Kaloy. Under center, they'll bring Fossum in motion. They'll hand it off to Dawson. He'll have the first down across the 35 down to the 36. A gain of 7, and it's a first down for the Saints.
Yeah, and besides being heavy, they're unbalanced. That's tackle. It's guard tackle there on the right. Wide receiver comes in motion, Fossum, and pulls that corner over with them, and then they run right back, replace. Good block by Harrington there.
Heavy and unbalanced,
yes.
Like an offensive line.
Yeah,
right?
that is. Good job by Harrington on the load, and Dawson getting in the hole and getting more than needed for the first down.
Saints now 6 of 13 on 3rd down, and they have a 1st and 10 with 8:15 to play in the third, leading 7-5 at their own 36. Ball to the far right side, hash mark. Kaloy back to pass, has Fossum at the 40, Fossum to the 45 up the near sideline, and brought down at the 48-yard line. The tackle made by Eric Prom, but it's enough for another Saints first down after the gain of 12.
Yeah, and throwing on first down, they cut the defense read and run. They brought linebacker pressure up tight, and Fossum with a good route there on the deep out, and able to get more than needed for another first down.
1st and 10, 7:43 to play in the quarter. 7-5, Saints lead. Handoff, Arnson to the 50. Arnson trying to get the corner, brought down from behind by Fontenot and Anthony Madera, but he's into
Fontenot.
Eastern Oregon territory at the 45.
And Fontenot comes from all the way from the backside there and makes that tackle, or Arnson might have been off to the races. So zone read unblocked, good second effort by Fontenot, but great yardage on first down from Ryan Arnson.
2nd down and 3 after the gain of 7 for Arnson, who's up over 70 yards now. 73 yards on 11 carries. They'll hand it off to Ali. Ali runs right into the line of scrimmage and gets a yard, maybe.
Yep. Just trying to stay in between the tackles, but a good defensive penetration there, especially by the nose guard. He's I forget what he was. He's like 5'10". They're not that big. Where's he at here? I was looking at him, 90. Yeah, 5'9", 280. That's compact. That's putting a lot of.
Here we go. 3rd and 2. Saints have converted a big 3rd down on this drive already at the Mountaineer 44. They fake the handoff to Ali. Kaloy rolls to his right, throws back across the middle. It's caught by Chase Fossum, and it's enough for a first down. No, they're going to rule it incomplete. Wow. The side judge came flying in over there and said nope, or the head linesman rather, and it'll be 4th down for Carroll. And I would not be surprised here, Tim Norbeck, to see a punt.
Right.
You're at the 44. It's the last game of the year. Why not?
Yep.
Quebec on.
I'd like to see Colby keep that. There was plenty of room on the edge there to get the first down, but
there's really nobody out there that would be able to catch a pass other than defensive guys. And Quebec's going to go ahead and punt it away. It's going to hit at the 4 and go into the end zone. So Eastern Oregon will take over, trailing 7-5, 6:05 to play as we head to late in the third quarter here at Nelson Stadium, and we're going to get a timeout on the field. 6:05 to go on the Bud Light scoreboard. Saints 7, Mountaineers 5, back in a minute. This is Carroll College Football on Sports 94.9.
Presenting the all-new 3-row 2019 Subaru Ascent from Placer Motors. It's the biggest SUV they've ever made, with room for up to 8. Choice of second-row captain's chairs or bench seating, plus standard symmetrical all-wheel drive with up to 27 miles per gallon. The 2019 Subaru Ascent. Love is now bigger than ever. EPA estimated highway fuel economy for 2019 Subaru Ascent and Ascent Premium models with standard equipment. Actual mileage may vary. Test drive the 2019 Subaru Ascent today at Placer Motors.
The home team breaks the huddle with O'Neill and Forkin wide left. Wide right, it's Clark. The double threat of Wood and Linden is lined up behind Terryalt.
Capital City Realty has quite the lineup.
And they're led by Lori and Randy Kutnick along with Deb Wong.
How many winning seasons does the home team have?
Capital City Realty is on a 5-year run. They're past the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. They could go all the way.
What a team!
Capital City Realty and Property Management.
When service matters, call on the home team.
6:05 to go, third quarter, 7-5 Carroll. Eastern Oregon with the ball. Taylor Moore stands to the right of Kai Quinn, who has 2 receivers. As the snow falling down a little bit more heavy here. Across the middle, knocked away, Parker Bernhardt. It went right through his arms and falls incomplete.
Yeah, great read by Parker on the tight end there, and just comes under the throw and chance to maybe intercept it, but at least knock it away. Reading that tight end, releasing up the seam, and right from the start.
Capital Volleyball won the second set, 25-19 over Bozeman, so they'll head to the third, a set apiece. In the state AA championship over on the FM KCAP at 95.9 FM. Quinn back to pass on second and 10, flushed, rolls, throws, and incomplete, intended for Kelly. You know, Brendan Kelly, the Eastern Oregon career leader in receiving yards, both for single game, career receiving yards, single game yards, and single season. And he's tied for the most touchdowns in Mountaineer territory history with 27, but he's struggled today.
Yeah, he's tired of looking at 23. I know that. Melton's been in his hip pocket the whole game, and even on the comeback there, Drew able to get a hand in or prevent him from making a catch on the sidelines.
Fairfield has scored 30 unanswered. They lead Big Fork now 30-6.
Sounds like the Eagles that I know.
Yeah. 5:55 to go in the third. 7-5 Carroll. Quinn overshoots Kelly that time. It'll be 4th down. And Quinn and Peterson tangled up again. Peterson has been, you talk about Drew Melton in the hip pocket of Brendan Kelly, but David Peterson has had a beat on Kai Quinn all game.
He has, and a little pressure there. Coach Van Diest sent Nate McGree on the stunt, and so not enough time for Quinn to air it up there to Kelly on the post.
Tech has just taken a 17-14 lead at Rocky in the third. Montana State leading Northern Colorado 14-7. Hardin's punt is going to bounce and take a sideways bounce and go out of bounds at the Mountaineer 49.
So good job by the defense and hold them to a short punt and give this offense great field position for the first time in quite some time.
They're going to mark it at the 50. That ball went out at the 49. They've moved it back 1.5 yards.
Yeah.
We all saw it, right?
Unless there was a touch there by one of the Eastern defenders that we didn't see.
But that's still further back than where everybody was. So the Saints will have to go an extra yard. They're at the 50. Leading 7-5, 5:02 to play here in the third.
Waiting to put some more time. There it is. They had to put time on the clock.
Dawson in the Wildcat. Ryan Arnson in motion. They fake the handoff. Dawson takes it right up the gut. Dawson on his feet, down across the 45, down to the 44. Gain of 5. Make it 6.
And that's just right at you. In between the tackles, nothing fancy in the Wildcat. Snap and not much of a fake, and just hop behind those offensive linemen for 6 yards.
Comeback is on at Northern. It's 49-14.
Not enough time.
Quarter and a half. Second down and 4 here for the Saints with 4:35 to play in the third. Leading 7-5. Ali hit from behind. Still goes sideways forward for a gain of about a yard to the 43.
Yeah, and again, Chris Kendall coming on the blitz, unblocked, and gets a hand on Ali, but able to get a 1 yard. And again, those linebackers flying around and that flex are tough to get a hat on.
I do wish Major would go more upfield. He turns a lot to the side. You know, he's a great running back. Can do things that I'll never even dream of, but he gets into the sideways motions a lot.
Loses some power when you do that.
Kaloy on 3rd and 3, back to pass. Rolls, throws, and just has to deck it because there was huge pressure coming, and it'll be 4th down and a punt coming up for Carroll College now.
Again, outside pressure from the linebacker, Isaiah Cranford, and no opportunity to find a receiver.
After this punt, we're only 60 away from tying an NCAA record. This is the 17th punt upcoming.
Nice to have a turnover.
Quebec. Straight up in the air. And it's going to take a Carroll bounce, and wow, taken by Ritchie at the 20 out of midair. Dangerous play.
Saved them about 10, 15 yards, though, by grabbing it. So
he's right at the 20.
Because it was going to roll.
Carroll College football brought to you in part by Mattress Firm, Montana's largest Tempur-Pedic retailer, where it's easy to get a great night's sleep. Mattress Firm. Overland Express Restaurant, the all-American family restaurant where you can enjoy prime rib nightly. A1 Rentals on Custer next to Party Plus. Need it? They've got it. Capital City Realty and Property Management. When it comes to service, call on the home team. The home team. 3:44 to go in the third. Saints up 7-5. Mountaineer football. Handoff to Diaz across the 20. Tripped up at the 24. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Good job again. Parker Barnhart filling the alley there from the safety position on the outside zone, and gain of 3 or 4. And not much running room all day of either side, even though there's some yardage, but no big runs.
3:20 to play in the third. 2nd down and 6. Diaz, or rather Quinn, throws complete to Kelly across the 30. And he's down to the 32, and he looked awkward there when he landed.
Looked like his leg got caught up.
Looks to be okay. It's a 1st down for Eastern Oregon.
Just a quick slant there for the 1st down, getting it to their best receiver.
We're under 3 to play in the third. Still 7-5 the score. Quinn, 1st and 10, back to pass, throws. Flag comes in. The pass complete to Hancock at the 44. It's enough for a 1st down. The flag is going to be, it looks like a pass interference, I think, on Carroll. Or a defensive holding call.
They'll decline, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely decline because it was a gain of 12. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Mountaineers at the 44. Bernhardt with the penalty.
But Kelly came up limping on that. That's where that collision was at. He's out right now.
Well, I thought he was banged up on the play before, too. So 1st and 10, Eastern Oregon. 2:30 to go here in the third. They shift everybody to the left except for one receiver near side right. That's Zenke. And the handoff to Diaz, trying to get the corner, and Ryan Bollier comes up and makes the stop for a loss of about a yard.
A great run, support, and read there by Bollier as Diaz tries to get outside and not having any of it, and a loss on the play.
We got some halftime scores in the semifinals. Webo 46, Grass Range win at 6. Jordan leading Richie Lambert 32-19. Great Falls Central over Fairview 21-6. Flint Creek and Shelby tied at 14. I'll give you a couple more after this play. Quinn throws incomplete across the middle, and he got thrown to the ground good by Bo Meyer. Loyola leading Big Timber 7-6. Fairfield rolling Big Fork 30-6, and Hamilton 21, Columbia Falls 7.
So most of my matchups, other than the AA, I had one of the AA, but not the other one.
3rd and 11. 1:48 to go here in the third. Saints up 7-5. Quinn rolls to his left, throws to his left, and it's completed out of bounds on the sideline. Kelly out of bounds, and another punt coming up.
We edge closer to the record.
59 more to go.
Good defense today, though. I mean, not too many 7-5 games in the Frontier or the Big Sky or anywhere anymore with the offenses that are out there. So kudos to both of these defenses today.
Harden gets the punt off. Bollier lets it hit, and ooh, did that hit Bernhardt?
No.
It was close.
Yeah, he was able to avoid it. Good job by Parker avoiding it.
He did the paso doble around the ball, and it's down at the 25 by the Mountaineers. So Carroll leading 7-5 with 94 seconds to play, third quarter. Don't forget Carroll women's basketball coming up tomorrow at the PE Centers. Bill Pilgrim brings his Corbin Warriors to town. They got just pasted last night at Dillon, 88-38. Carroll women fell 61-56 to number 14, the Masters. We'll have that for you tomorrow morning, 11:45 here on Sports 94.9. So Carroll back on offense after the 18th combined punt of the day. Kaloy right across the middle, and Dawson was wide open, and Kaloy underthrew it by about 6 yards.
Yeah, and great read there because Dawson just replaces the blitzing linebacker, and Colby not able to put enough air under it to get it to the tight end.
That's where you're sitting on the line of scrimmage going, hot route, hot route.
That's right. And yeah.
2nd and 10 at the 25. 91 seconds to play in the quarter. I'll hand it off to Ali, and he is hit a gain of a couple. Tyler Utecht, 6'2", 260-pounder out of Rathdrum, Idaho with the stop.
Yeah, and he just unblocked and able to come down the line of scrimmage on the zone, slow developing there on the zone, and make an easy tackle for 3 yards.
So 3rd and 7 coming up. Will be around a minute when this play is snapped off, third quarter. 7-5 the score. 4 wide receivers, ball far right hash mark. 2 right, 2 left. Sipes, couple of steps in motion. Kaloy back to pass. Has time, steps up, throws. Great catch by Sipes across the 40. And that was a dangerous one because that just barely cleared the underneath defender, and Sipes pulls it out of midair for the first down.
Yeah, right over the dropping linebacker, Eli Tuatao. He just threw it right over the top into coverage, and fortunate for Sipes to be able to go up and make that catch, but a great job of making the connection for a big first down.
25 seconds to play in the third. Saints up 7-5. They have a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Kaloy again. Now he'll step up, throw it deep downfield, and it's knocked away. Eric Dawson, and it was almost intercepted by Zach Jacobs, who leads the Frontier with 7. He almost got his 8th.
Yeah, good read by Jacobs. They both go up for it at the same time, and falls incomplete. But again, throwing into tight coverage there.
2nd down and 10. 17 seconds to play in the third. And it looks like Sipes is going to head out to the right. Troy Arnson, Joe Ferris to the left. The short side of the field as the Saints move right to left, the ball on the left hash mark. And Kaloy across the middle. Dawson, sliding catch. right across the 45 to the 46. It's a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down.
Again, just heavy zone coverage by Eastern in that flex look, and they allow Dawson to make the catch underneath for a short gain.
Well, it's the end of the 3rd quarter in Helena. On the Bud Light scoreboard, the Saints lead the Mountaineers 7-5. We're back with the final 15 minutes of the season in 1 minute. This is Carroll College Football on Sports 94.9.
What's that sound? What's that smell?
It's the furnace.
Dad, are we gonna freeze this winter?
Why?
Because the furnace doesn't sound so good and doesn't smell so good.
You're right. I'm calling Three Brothers. When did you get so smart?
It's called survival, Dad.
Three Brothers Plumbing and Heating. Quality products from York. Install confidence with York Furnaces and Three Brothers. They treat you like family. 449-4343.
Professionals who care. Three Brothers is there.
Hello, it is I, thine king. Today I speaketh on behalf of Bud Light and the most sacred of traditions, the tailgate. In my days as a collegiate liege, I hosted the very first tailgate in yon woods. We didn't have coolers or sports. We were basically just in the woods. But we had Bud Light, so a tailgate it was. Anyway, I invite you to continue my legacy and enjoy Bud Light courtesy of me at your tailgate. Also courtesy of me. Dilly dilly.
Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer, AB, St. Louis, Missouri.
Sweet Caroline.
7-5, Carroll College in the lead.
Seems so good.
Inside the Century 21 Heritage Realty press box.
Sweet Caroline.
Final 15 minutes.
I believe they never come.
Underway as Kaloy back to pass on 3rd down, and it's dropped by Troy Arnson. He'd have been well shy of the 1st down anyway. So, hey, guess what? We have another punt.
Yeah, not much, good coverage downfield again, trying to throw short, and but knocked away, and like you say, would have been short of the 1st down.
So Quebec on the punt. This will be his 7th punt and the 10th for the Saints today. Telling you, the comeback's on in Havre. It's now 49-21. College Idaho leading Northern. Quebec gets it off, gets it away. It's a good punt. Sends Ritchie retreating back to the 9. Ritchie turns it upfield. First guy down there was Connor McGree, the snapper, and he makes the tackle at the 21.
You like to see that, the big offensive center chopping his feet and not being juked by the punt returner and making the tackle.
Wow. That says a lot, though, about the athleticism of the senior Connor McGree, because he snapped it, and he was seriously the first guy downfield.
All right.
7-5 Carroll, just underway here in the 4th. And Kai Quinn back out on offense. Carroll's defense has played great. Eastern Oregon's defense has played great. One big play.
Need one of those interceptions, add to his 14. Right here.
Back to pass, Quinn across the middle. It's caught. Sage Wilkerson, the backup quarterback, who's played a lot of wide receiver this year, comes away with it.
Heavy pressure. Greg Kine with a big hit there just as the ball's delivered from the backside, but just a little under route and a couple yard gain. We've seen a lot of those throughout the afternoon today on both sides.
2nd down and 7. Capital volleyball at 2-1 over Bozeman, heading to a 4th. Quinn back to pass, looking downfield, and again overshoots Kelly. Bollier had coverage. Kelly had a step, and the ball just overshot.
But McBride Galt, who had the beat on him as well from his safety position, so trying to get it to their star receiver, just hasn't been able to make the connection on any of those deep balls all day long.
Huntley Project Volleyball just won its 67th straight match and the 11th state championship in program history. That's a dynasty.
Iona Stokely's been there a long time. I think one of Belgrade's only losses in the A was to Huntley, if I'm not mistaken.
3rd down and 7. Quinn, pass complete to the backup tight end, and Isaiah
no, they're locked up. That's no penalty.
Rolls him out of bounds. The catch made by Connor Falk, but nice tackle by Isaiah King, and it'll be a yard shy of the 1st down, so it's 4th and 1 at the 30 for Eastern Oregon, trailing 7-5. There's no way they go for it here, right? No.
He's punting. Great job by Isaiah King. And actually, I thought there was motion. That back was shifting. He was moving towards the line of scrimmage, but no call. But a great job of holding him. But again, like you said, it's last game. 4th and inches. They are at their own 30. Watch for any trick play here.
Harden punts it away. That one's low and kind of almost got a hand on it. And then it gets past Bollier, who retreats 10 yards backwards to get it at the 15, and that's where he's run out of bounds. And the Carroll fans are wanting a foul, or penalty, late hit out of bounds, but there's no call, and it's a good non-call. Everybody was kind of going through the motions out of bounds, but Bollier is injured, it looks like, down below. We can't see. It's just below us to the left side of the field, of the stands. And we're going to get a timeout on the field. So 13:42 to play here in the ball game. On the Bud Light scoreboard, the Saints lead the Mountaineers 7-5. We're back in a minute. This is Carroll College Football on Sports 94.9.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
You don't have to buy the equipment you need to do a one-time job. A1 Rental has everything you need for your project. If there's a special tool to get that job done, there's a good chance A1 Rental has it. A1 Rental, 1400-seater, next to Party Plus.
When you need it, rent it at A1 Rentals.
No matter the weather, it's driving weather if you're driving on new Goodyear tires from Eagle Tire. Plus, right now, you get up to a $100 MasterCard prepaid card after submission when you purchase 4 select Goodyear tires. Ask Eagle Tire how you can get double the rebate when you use a Goodyear credit card. That's up to $200 in savings from Goodyear at Eagle Tire right now. Serving customers' needs yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Eagle Tire, across from Eagle Lube Express on North Montana Avenue, Helena.
1st and 10, Carroll. Eric Dawson in the Wildcat. Hands it off to Ryan Arnson, and it goes absolutely nowhere. Saints are going to lose a couple of yards back to the 19. 13:35 to go. Saints lead 7-5.
Yeah, that outside is tough because they're just flexing those ends. And Nick D'Alba, he just kept flexing and not any alleys to get with that outside zone.
You discovered at halftime it was not Buddy Ryan who invented the flex defense. It was only the greatest football mind ever, Tom Landry, the Dallas Cowboys. 2nd down and 12. Kaloy avoids the sack once but not twice. And the tackle made by Nick D'Alba, no relation to Jessica Alba.
Yeah, that's 2 plays in a row from his defensive end. Good initial block, but as Kaloy steps up into the pocket, he just comes off of the offensive tackle, and it's a sack, I believe. Yep.
Yeah, it's a loss of 3, so a couple of yards. So back 3rd and 14. And for the final time this season, I'll get to say 3rd and Clancy. 12 and a half to go. It's 7-5 Carroll. Nobody has scored here in the second half. Trips to the right for Kaloy. 3rd and long. Back at the 18. Has time. Throws. Troy Arnson catches it at the 38. It's a 1st down.
Great route there by Arnson, just settling in between the safeties again on the hash, and good ball by Kaloy. Good pitch and catch for a 1st down after a couple negative plays.
Gain of 19, and with 12 minutes to go, the Saints have a 1st and 10, leading 7-5. I guess you could say we're in the bottom of the 7th now.
We're in the bullpen.
Arnson turns it upfield across the 40, and just shy of the 45, gain of about 7.
Good job on the counter there. They did set the corner. Steele setting the corner, and then McGree's out in front as well, and Arnston just stays behind those 2 and gets 8 yards.
The comeback might be over. It's 56-21, College of Idaho leading Northern. Rocky up 27-24. And I love this tweet. The conference title on the line. Rocky already has the conference title.
Yeah, with the tiebreaker, you said.
Yeah, they win the tiebreak no matter what. Arnson hit in the backfield, and the tackle made for a loss. No, that's Sage DeLong. 92.
Oh, yeah, DeLong, yeah. And again,
Alba just come in.
Yeah, again, unblocked from the defensive end position against the zone read there, and not much short yard, if anything.
So they got a 3rd and 14 moments ago on this drive. They need to pick up a 3rd and 3 with 10:40 to go. The Saints do, leading 7-5. Dawson, I formation, Fossum in motion. Kaloy turns, hands it off to Dawson, and he's not going to get it. He is hit a yard and a half shy, or stopped a yard and a half shy of the first down, as Justin Hughes, the safety, comes up to make the stop.
Right, and inside pressure with those linebackers, so not allowing the pull to get out there. And
Saints want to go for it. Leading 7-5. They have a 4th and 2. And it's a short 2, and they're going to go heavy, heavy, heavy. Sam Stratton, they dropped the game-winning touchdown pass in week 2 against Western. I formation. 5 on the play clock. They might not get this play off. 1. They just do, and Dawson has the first down across the 50. The senior from Great Falls tackled at the 45, and it's a first down for Carroll College.
I'm with you. That play snapped just as the 1 is expiring, and not sure that Eastern thought they were going to snap it, and Dawson just gets ahead of steam and gets the first down. And that is a huge play and a huge gamble by a guy that usually doesn't gamble. That's a punt 99% of the time with Coach Van Diest, but kudos for having courage in the offensive line.
First and 10 at the 45. 9 minutes to go. Play action. Kaloy looking. Sideline. Ferris is open, and it's overshot out of bounds. 2nd down.
Yeah, that's a double move there, and he's open. You see that once or twice a game from offenses, and just a little bit deep on the throw.
7-5 Saints lead here. Kaloy 18 of 36 on the afternoon, 215 yards. Carroll has 310 yards of total offense and has held Eastern Oregon at 197. 2nd and 10, leading 7-5 with 8:53 to go. Hand off Ryan Arnson. He turns it up the field, heads back to the left, breaks the tackle, still on his feet across the 40, and brought down at the 38-yard line. You cannot arm tackle Ryan Arnson.
No, he kept the feet going there. Nothing to the right on the zone, and he just stayed low in his low center of gravity and cut back. Ran through 1 tackle and gets to the secondary before he's finally brought down by the safety, Zach Jacobs, on a play that didn't have much going for it, and he gets 6 yards.
So 3rd and 4 with 8:20 to go. Saints leading at 7-5. It's been a scoreless second half. And Troy Arnson in for the Wildcat. He'll hand this one off to brother Ryan, and Ryan's going to get a yard before he's finally stopped. So 4th and 3. Do the Saints go for it again? They just did on a 4th and 2 and picked it up.
It looks like they are. There's no indication of punt on this 4th down as well.
So they had a 4th and 2 they converted. They're going to go for it on 4th and 3, it looks like, at the Mountaineer 37-yard line. 7:35 to go.
Sure, the
lots of personnel changes. There's 10 on the play clock as they break the huddle. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. And this is not going to be a heavy set. 2 on the play clock. Now 1. They get it snapped off, and Kaloy completes Eric Dawson, who dives to the 31, and it's another first down.
Living on the edge there again. Snap just in time before the delay of game, and not sure they had the right personnel, but they did get lined up in a hurry. And great ball on the out there to Dawson, and a great job by Eric of stretching the ball for the first down.
So Dawson's converted 2 fourth downs on this drive, and the Saints have a 1st and 10 at the 31 with 6:55 to go, leading 7-5. And Dawson will go in motion from left to right. Kaloy to pass. He's looking for Sipes in the end zone, and it's intercepted. Justin Hughes with the interception, his 4th of the year. And so the Saints turn it over, leading 7-5.
Just looking for the deep ball, and well defended by Hughes, and he wins the jump ball in the end zone.
6:41 to go. Saints turn it over for the first time today. That stands. And the Mountaineers, with a 2-run deficit, go to bat here in the top of the 8th. 7-5 the score. 6:41 to go on the Bud Light scoreboard. Inside the Century 21 Heritage Realty press box. 3 wide receivers for Kai Quinn. Quick pass to Hancock, who dropped it.
And well read by Barnhart. He's not going to get much there, but again, just trying to run the quick screen, the wide receiver screen, and well defended.
Second down and 10, 6:38 to play. Eastern Oregon trailing 7-5 here at Nelson Stadium on Senior Day, the final game of the season for both teams. Fake the handoff to Diaz. Pass across the middle is caught. The big tight end, Giacchi, still on his feet. Has to avoid the back judge who fell down at the 40. And then Ryan Bollier with the stop at the 35.
Yeah, big play there up the seam with the tight end, and good read by Quinn. Fake the look to the outside screen and then hit the tight end and right up the seam.
1st and 10 Mountaineers at the Saints 35, trailing 7-5. Handoff to Diaz, tries to get the corner. Thomas misses the tackle, and Diaz is up to the 31-yard line. A gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Thomas is there to hold him to a short gain, but he runs through that tackle and gets a couple. Just a little outside zone, almost like sweep action.
Halftime in Bozeman, 21-7. Cats leading Northern Colorado. Might be the final game or final year for Ernest Collins. They struggled for the Bears down there. 2nd down and 7, 5:50 to go for the Mountaineers, who trail 7-5. Ooh, Diaz went the wrong way, and Quinn just has to keep it himself. A gain of a yard. He turned to the left to hand it off. Diaz went to the right.
Did a pirouette
and yeah,
got upfield. Fortunate that the ball's not dropped on the ground there, and
well, Quinn's probably, a couple times you said he probably wanted to keep it. That was one he didn't. So here we go, 3rd and 7. Big 3rd down for the Saints. The Mountaineers 1 for 12 on 3rd down today. Trailing 7-5, 5:15 and counting here in regulation.
They're not sure. They're going to take a timeout. They got the wrong personnel as well. So.
And Kai Quinn pointing at they used the boards, and they had the wrong color formation apparently. So a timeout on the field. Saints football brought to you in part by Three Brothers Plumbing and Heating. If it's broken, they can fix it. Plumbing, heating, AC, air purification systems. They treat you like family. D.A. Davidson and Company in the Great Northern Town Center. Client-focused, community-connected, member SIPC. Nitro Green of Helena. Knowledge is our nature at Nitro Green. And Eagle Tire and Auto Repair, a tire supply service center providing name-brand tires, factory-scheduled maintenance, and automotive repair. Jason Walker, Tim Norbeck inside the Century 21 Heritage Realty press box as the Saints leading at 7-5. 5:10 to play here in the 4th quarter. And Eastern Oregon with a big 3rd and 7. And like I said, they're just 1 for 12 today on 3rd down.
That's not very good.
Carroll 7 out of 19. They're also 3 for 3 on 4th down, Carroll is. But an interception in the end zone gave Eastern Oregon the ball here. And they have marched from the 20 down to the Saints 32. And they have a 3rd and 7 with 5:10 to play, trailing 7-5.
Again, watch the tight end. That's been successful for him a couple times today.
Quinn from the gun. Flushed, rolls, throws, and it's bobbled and dropped by Giacchi. He had the 1st down, But he just dropped it. A little mustard on that one from Quinn.
Yeah, tight end just dragging from inside across the field, and like you say, he's open. But
this will be a 47-yard field goal attempt. Hardin has made from 45 this year. The ball on the far right hash mark. And it's actually going to be a 49-yard attempt.
A little bit of breeze at his back.
So the ball on the right hash mark for the lead for the Mountaineers. The kick is on the way. It's got enough leg, and it's good. And Eastern Oregon takes the lead. 49 yards for Nathan Hardin. It's 8-7.
That is a good kick.
And that was a low snap. So great job by the holder to get it up.
TJ Hancock.
The wide receiver. So the Mountaineers take the lead with 4:59 to play on the Bud Light scoreboard. It is now 8-7. Wow.
Barn burner.
So Carroll will go to bat in the bottom of the 8th. 49 yards, the longest of the year for Hardin. His second field goal of the day. And Carroll now will head back on offense after the kickoff. Trailing for the first time this half.
All kinds of time with timeouts and showing the ability to move the
still
ball.
5 minutes. This will be an eternity.
Yep.
Hardin with a bunch of low fives for his kickoff team. Now he'll walk off his pace after just booting a 49-yarder to give the Mountaineers an 8-7 lead. 4:59 to play, fourth quarter in Helena. Final game of the 2018 season. Saints looking for a win and a winning record for the first time since 2014. Kick sails over Sipes' head into the end zone, and he'll take a knee. And Carroll will bring it out to the 25. So 75 yards, 3 timeouts, and 5 minutes to work with. And a chance to get a win here, trailing 8-7.
And the sun's back out.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of everything today on a November. Well, you look over to McDonald Pass, and it looks like it's snowing pretty good over there. But it said, radar said it was going to hang up in the mountains. 5 minutes to play. 8-7 Mountaineers lead the Saints. 4 wide receivers for Colby Kaloy. He'll fake the handoff, and he'll be sacked.
Yeah, outside stunt, Isaiah Cranford, he's coming all the way, and no opportunity for Colby to step up in the pocket, and a big sack on first down.
Cranford and DeLong with the tag team sack, and a loss of 10 back to the 15. So 4:35, second down, and Montana City. Actually be Jeff City.
Jeff City.
Because it was Clancy earlier. Kaloy is sacked again inside the 10, and once again it's Zach DeLong, and this time D'Alba is there to help him.
Yeah, and not a lot of pressure other than the 3, but a hard angle from that outside defensive end position, and full head of steam, and bull rush there right into Colby's lap on that one.
So now it's third and
Boulder
Hill. Yeah. And Kaloy, 3rd and 25, back at the 10. 3:44 to go. So in a minute, the Saints have gone further back. Kaloy throws, caught at the 35 by
Forward
Sipes.
progress should be a first down.
And it's going to be very close to the first down.
That's a first down if it's on the line. No measure or anything.
Yep, it is.
Yep.
First down on the 25-yard pass from Kaloy to Sipes.
Couple great plays by Shane Sipes in coverage, and just determined to make sure he's the only guy that's going to catch the ball. So from First and 10 to third and forever, and we're back to first and 10.
And 3:05 to go. 8-7 Mountaineers lead. I guess we could say we're in the bottom of the ninth now. Huh?
Right. We are
Kaloy
down to the reliever.
Pass. Throws. Dawson catches at the 48. Another first down.
Good ball there by Kaloy, because Justin Hughes has got a beat on it from his safety position. He's got a nose for the ball, but he puts it only where Dawson can catch it, and another first down.
First and 10 Saints at their own 48. 2:45 and all 3 timeouts. Trailing 8-7. The question is, will Josh Kraft get an opportunity? He hasn't had a field goal opportunity in weeks. Kaloy has time, now throws and flushed, and now he's sacked back at the 45-yard line. And once again, it's D'Alba and DeLong. That's DeLong.
All right, a little coverage sack there. Plenty of time initially, and not a bad play by Colby of not forcing anything and covering the ball up and going down.
Third sack on this drive, but the Saints still in great position. 2 minutes to go, trailing 8-7. Second down and 13. Sipes across the middle, and a great tackle across the open field made by Fontenot, and the Saints are going to have to take a timeout with a $1:50 to go and facing a 3rd and long.
Yeah, good play by Fontenot, because Sipes gets the ball in the open field and trying to make something happen wide, but Fontenot just takes his legs out. Forces a 3rd and long and a timeout.
So there's 1:50 to go. It'll be 3rd and 11. Saints down 8-7. 2 timeouts remaining for both teams. Field goal would win it. And we've seen some big kicks on this field. One that won a conference championship back in 2013, Connor Smith.
Yep.
And then in 2016, Dylan Torgerson, or Coulter Hamill hit a big one against Tech in the season opener as time expired. 3rd and 10 officially. 1:53 to play. 8-7 Mountaineers. 4 wide receivers for Colby Kaloy. 2-man pressure. Pass complete to Troy Arnson. It's enough for a first down at the 40. A gain of 12. And the Saints stop the clock momentarily to set the chains. Have a 1st and 10 at the Mountaineer 40.
Kaloy, he just moved the pocket a little bit to his left and waited for Arnston to clear on the deep crossing route, and big first down.
And quick to the huddle. And the pass to Dawson. Dawson, he'll have another first down across the 30 with 93 seconds to play.
Going a little quick here, and Eastern Oregon a little confused on the coverage there, and they got it to Dawson quickly, and big first down.
1st and 10 at the 30. 85 seconds left. Saints trail 8-7. Kaloy underthrows Sipes by about 10 yards. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Arm might have been hit on that one the way it came out, so falls incomplete harmlessly and stops the clock.
Congratulations to the Capital Bruins, the state AA volleyball champions. I think they finished 24-2 on the year.
And don't allow a challenge. That's even better.
2nd down and 10, 80 seconds left. 8-7 Mountaineers. Ball in the far left hash mark. Sipes and Arnson to the right. Check that, it's Fossum. Kaloy throws, complete to Ferris at the 20, to the 15, the 10, still on his feet, down to the 6-yard line.
Great job by Kaloy again. A lot of time that time on the protection, and he just moves a little bit to his left and finds Ferris, who gets another 10, 12 yards after the catch and puts it inside the 10.
1st and goal, Carroll, with 60 seconds left. Trailing 8-7. They'll go I formation. Looking to just pound this one in to take the lead. It'll be Dawson, the senior. Cross the 5 down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. 45 seconds and counting. Kaloy quickly to the huddle, or to the sideline to get the play call. He'll head back out along with Troy Arnson, and now Eastern Oregon takes a timeout with 34 seconds left. Saints trail 8-7. Mountaineers take their second timeout of the half. It's 2nd and goal at the 4.
Look for Carroll just to run it here and try to score, and if not, inch it closer to a PAT.
Try to get it at least
length.
in the middle of the field. Ball in the far left hash mark. 2nd down and 4, or 2nd down and goal at the 4. And the Saints trying to send this year's senior class out with a winning record for the first time in their careers.
Like to see the offensive line just take control here. Eastern's going to be read and run the whole way, so.
8-7, Carroll trails. There's been 20 punts in this ball game. This is about bases loaded, bottom of the 9th.
They're big again, as you can see on the right.
It's Harrington.
Guard, tackle,
fullback,
tackle.
Dawson, the tailback. Ball in the far left hash mark. Here we go. 2nd and goal. 37 seconds. Dawson takes a handoff. Dawson on his feet. He stopped just shy of the goal line. He's tackled at the 2, and it'll be 3rd and goal.
And
the Mountaineers take their final timeout.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of arguing over who's taking the timeout. Both head coaches standing at the 20-yard line. 30 seconds left. It's 8-7 Eastern Oregon. Timeout taken by Carroll. Dawson got down to the 2, and then the Eastern Oregon, really the secondary, came up to push him back and keep him out of the end zone.
And I'm all right with that play again here at the 1. If you don't score, you take it down, and it's shorter than a PAT.
Well, here you just, like I said, you want to keep the ball as dead center in the middle of the field as you can. So the ball's on the far left hash mark. Dawson got it closer to even further to the right. And Carroll with 30 seconds to play, trailing 8-7. Again, they'll send the I formation. Super heavy set. Kaloy behind McGree, and then Harrington and Dawson on 3rd and goal from the 1.5. Dawson takes the handoff. Dawson is going to be short.
Oh, they said the ball. They called him down.
They're going to rule him down. The ball came out. Eastern Oregon's arguing that they got the ball, but Dawson down. So that stops the clock, though, with 24 seconds. It's 8-7 Eastern Oregon. The ball just outside the 1-yard line. It'll be 4th down. So Josh Kraft on, the sophomore from Billings Central. The 5'11".
The clock should start unless Eastern's called timeout.
Well, nobody's called timeout. The ball will be at the the near right hash mark. Mike Van D saying, why isn't the clock rolling? Why isn't the clock rolling? Why isn't the clock rolling?
And Camp's going to call timeout. Coach
So, yeah,
Camp.
it won't matter anyway. The referee's going to come over and chat with Coach Van Diest. It would be a 16-yard field goal attempt for Josh Kraft, who's never had a chance for a game winner at Carroll. He's 4 out of 7 field goals on the year. His longest is 35. And Tim Camp's going to wait to take the timeout because the clock, well, still hasn't started.
I'm not sure why it doesn't start on a run play.
So Kraft lines up. Connor McGree to snap it. Troy Arnson to hold it. The ball is down. The kick is up, and the kick is blocked. It's blocked. Kraft picks it up. He's going to run. Now he's going to throw, and it's incomplete. And the Saints are going to fall 8-7.
Penetration early in the middle and hand on it to block it.
Kraft had 2 extra points blocked last week at Tech. He has a field goal blocked here today. Coach Van Diest over to talk to his sophomore kicker, saying you're going to get a lot more chances at Carroll College in the next couple years. And Eastern Oregon will take over with 15 seconds remaining. Carroll's out of timeouts and trailing 8-7. So Carroll's going to end with a losing record, 5-6. A 4th straight sub-500 season.
And everything right on that drive but the last play.
And Quinn takes the knee, and that's it. So not a great senior day for Carroll. A fantastic football game despite the score.
Yeah, it was
I mean, 8-7, and that's as good an 8-7 game as that you'll ever see. But the blocked field goal attempt from 16 yards out, and Eastern Oregon escapes with the 8-7 win. And we'll take a break. We'll come back with the postgame show in a moment. This is Carroll College football on Sports 94.9.
What's that sound? What's that smell?
It's the furnace.
Dad, are we gonna freeze this winter?
Why?
Because the furnace doesn't sound so good, and it doesn't smell so good.
You're right. I'm calling Three Brothers. When did you get so smart?
It's called survival, Dad.
Three Brothers Plumbing and Heating. Quality products from York. Install confidence with York Furnaces and Three Brothers. They treat you like family. 449-4343.
Professionals who care. Three Brothers is there.
The best time to prune trees and shrubs is when they're dormant. November through March is the optimal time. Call Nitro Green now to schedule your dormant season pruning. Their ISA certified arborist and crew of skilled technicians can quickly and accurately prune your trees and shrubs for optimal health. Call Nitro Green now.